My name is Kathy, and today I will be talking about the third fire sign, Sagittarius. When trying to figure out the essence of Sagittarius, it's important to consider the qualities of the centaur in mythology, as well as the particular centaur, Chiron, and then incorporate the qualities of the element of fire and the modality of mutable into the mix. To begin, we must first think of the essence of the centaur in mythology. Centaurs had the upper torso of a human and the lower portions of the body were horse. These creatures had the intelligence of a human, but tended to be controlled by their animal nature. Centaurs were notorious for being wild, lusty, overly indulgent drinkers and carousers that were given to violence when intoxicated and were generally uncultured delinquents. Chiron was a special centaur in that he was able to control his animal nature and was known for his knowledge and skill with medicine. Chiron was a great healer, astrologer, and respected oracle. He was considered the first among all centaurs and was highly revered as a teacher. Among his pupils were Ajax, Aeneas, Actaeon, Theseus, Achilles, and Jason, to name just a few. As an animal totem, the centaur represents a harmonious merging of dual elements. Centaur people are intellectual and philosophical at the same time, fun-loving and open-natured buffoons. It is also helpful to remember a few keywords to use as a memory spur for Sagittarius. These are adventurous, idealistic, optimistic, free-spirited, good-humored, honest, straightforward, spontaneous, outspoken, open-minded, footloose, and educated. Sagittarius is the eternal optimist that shoots for the stars. They personify possibilities. As a mutable sign, Sagittarius wants to feel free to do anything that suits them at each given moment. Sagittarius is the adventurer with the expansive mind that is constantly eager to learn and experience all that life has to offer. They are constantly restless and impatient to move ahead with all of their optimistic new ideas. Sagittarius is highly aware of current social issues and want the best for everyone, for themselves and everyone else. Life is an endless exploration to this sign. Sagittarius can see possibilities and circumstances that others would only see as limitations. Sagittarius is constantly on the move towards the greater and better ideal. They live, perceive their lives like the ideals in their minds and not how it really is. They truly want life to be perfect. As a result of this, they have issues with trying to live in the real world with all of its mundane and ordinary problems. The issue is they don't want to have to be bothered by all the boring details of life, nor do they want to be surrounded by visionless idiots. Sagittarius is a very generous as a rule, and will give away anything and everything to someone in need. Their problem lies in the fact that they have no compassion for a mediocre mentality with no vision. At heart, they're idealistic. Another thing that Sagittarius has trouble with is the concept of commitment in all its forms, because it ties a person down to a mundane reality, and Sagittarius likes change. They like the idea of picking up and moving without any preparations at the drop of a hat. Sagittarius is spontaneity personified, but they are not practical about it. Sagittarians are lucky, probably because they're so optimistic about everything. Sagittarians are the people that are never down for long, and when they climb back up on their feet again, they look back on the harsh time to find the meaning of it all, so that they can further expand their minds. The mind of a restless child is the best way to envision the Sagittarian nature. They are fresh and alive, idealistic and expectant of all the wonderful possibilities that life has to offer. There is a buoyancy in the Sagittarian nature that can make even the most boring moments seem like exciting adventures. They are wonderful storytellers and can weave wonderful idealistic fantasies into plausible current reality, and it's truly a remarkable gift. Sagittarius, as a rule, have a lot of charm that serves them well in life. They can be rascals and adventurous, or deep-thinking philosophers. When their natural charm shines through, they are invincible. These are the people that can make an adventure out of the most mundane or miserable of circumstances. Sagittarius is also a great prankster and loves to prick the bubbles of more conservative members of society with their perceptions of the sheer absurdity of a seemingly serious situation with hysterical intensity. They can be great fun to be around. Commitment in all of its forms is extremely difficult for Sagittarius. Things like showing up on time can be a problem for them, as can be the concept of staying in one place or situation. Immature Sagittarians can play musical chairs, beds, houses, and long-term partners with ease. It is because they have such a strong sense of adventure, and commitment seems to be the antithesis of this. Mature Sagittarians, on the other hand, tend to be more seriously intellectual, valuing knowledge, philosophy, and higher learning above all else. Sagittarius is ruled by the planet Jupiter, which is expansion personified. As a result, Sagittarius may eat too much, drink too much, fall in love too many times, and in general think too much or undertake too many projects that get left unfinished. The feeling of having boundless visionary opportunities in each moment of time is what truly fuels them. It is that sense of each moment being ripe with new vision or a flash of ultimate truth that will take them to every new experience that is what sparks their most fervent desires. Sagittarius, just like the other zodiac signs, has its downside. They can promise you the world in an exuberant moment, and who could not believe these charming people with the twinkling optimistic eyes and the beguiling manner? And yet, that ends up being exactly what it is, simply a promise that was filled with nothing but hot air. Sagittarius is not strong on delivering on their promises. They truly mean what they are saying at the moment, but in a few days the impulse of that moment seems decades old and stale to them, and they don't want to have anything more to do with it. These people truly mean well. It's just that they get so caught up in so many new ideas, new people, plans, and private wishes that everything gets mixed up. They suffer from too many irons in the fire complex. Sagittarius is ultimately future-oriented, so much so that they sometimes have issues with living in the present moment. These people never want to grow up and accept responsibility in life. They don't like anyone or anything to interfere with their freedom. They can also be unbelievably blunt and tactless. These people can suffer from extreme foot-and-mouth disease. This is someone you want to like, but this is not someone you can depend upon. These are the people that invented the social stand-up, making dates and appointments with others and then simply not showing up. Procrastination is another pitfall for this group. They aren't so much lazy as just self-indulgent and inclined to follow the momentary demands of their inner child. These people can be tactless, rambling, careless, exaggerating charmers that are fully capable of talking their lives away as proverbial armchair revolutionaries and philosophers. But somehow they never get around to actually doing anything. They tend towards being all talk and no action. They can also be incredibly selfish and waste their time and talents. And then there's the legendary Sagittarian clumsiness. These are the people that can literally trip over their own feet while walking on or clear a table of dishes when they exuberantly throw their arms around while expressing a point and shatter all the dishes on the table. Or burn holes in the upholstery of furniture while smoking cigarettes while they're telling tales again. Overall, though, the Sagittarian nature is one of great generosity. They are forever in search of the highest ideal of life. Sagittarius positivity shines like a beacon, and it's wonderful for others to be in their wonderful, enthusiastic glow. Sagittarius has the natural ability to be happy and to help others to be happy too. They have the wonderful ability that when misfortune arises, that they are able to rise above the situation through their highly idealistic and optimistic natures. Well, that's it for now. To stay up to date with my latest videos, make sure to subscribe to this free YouTube channel by clicking the red subscribe button right below this video. Well, take care. Bye-bye.